have seen it's the highest banned top laner currently in playoffs. I'm not sure if he's going to go towards it. He just ends up taking the Jace, so something that has a pretty fine matchup. The Graves is going to have priority early with Jace. Quite the most kill-heavy team in the early game, very much around securing those neutrals and still accruing gold leads in the lane, so they get that first dragon. That's a tick in my book. And now look what's happened. We now have 14 CS difference between the junglers. Kanavi hasn't been able to make anything happen. He's level 5, Dway's level 6. Simply because of the amount of pressure coming down. And now, level 6 from Volibear, so easy to dive here.
Yeah, you can't stay here. You have to walk away. The Spirit rushes over the wall. They're going to try and burn as many summoners as they possibly can. And there's nowhere for you to go. 2 birds, 1 stone. Level 4 Hope and Missing going in to try and contest this one, trying to help out their team as much as they possibly can. Wei, though, with no ult, is a little bit of a sitting duck. Just about got it off
top side, right? They move the Varus up, and for a lot of time, Gala hasn't really been doing anything. He went mid, picked up some CS there, but now he's heading towards bot, and that tower is still fairly healthy in the bot lane.
It's going to be a 4v4, though. They're going to go for the full fight, and that's Hope dead and buried. They're going to have the TP coming in from the right, so it's going to be another native 4v4. Remember, you don't have the Varus here as the charm goes wide. Kanavi trying to see if he can stay alive. One more Mantra Q will be tanked by JDG. As they
you don't want to contest RNG head-on, especially not if your bot lane is involved because of discrepancy, but they'll drop the Herald top. They won't get first tower, but they'll get a bunch of plates. And I like that even though they have this massive deficit, JDG are still trying to be proactive. They're still trying to get something in the tank.
Finally, Hope has level 6. They are finally able to let the feathers fly. We will see another charge from the Rift Herald. Don't think they'll be able to get the tower as there is a pretty stoic...
So he should be able to get... I was thinking he'd be able to get out, but they might be looking for a play mid with the flank coming in.
They have no Chain of Corruption. That's going to be a nice little bit of damage already onto Gala. The big healthy man is dead. They are trying to push him now underneath the turret, though. 369 will fall. That will go over to Ming. It's a trade of 1 for 1. Not exactly ideal from JDG, but opportunistic.
Yeah, and they get a plate as well. I just find it amazing that 369's chased out of bot lane. Oh, they're looking for more.
Wow, that's a flash forward as they try and take down this Karma. Finally, a little bit of gold income goes over to Hope, but you got to deal now with the jungler and the mid laner. Never mind.
Out to go in for the flash route. So easy, and this is why we see this combo with Elise in Rise. One has the CC, one has that burst, single target execute damage.
5 members of JDG are here as RNG went for the early reset before that dragon in a minute.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll quite be able to get this tower, but just applying so much pressure here. OGC Wei looking now.
Here we go. Everfrost doesn't quite land. Yigao gets stunned up with the charm. They're going to pop down the Chain of Corruption as here goes the Volibear. They get 1 kill on the bin, and that's going to be another one as well. RNG finally tearing apart JDG and saying there's no way.
Get this tier 2. I think they're going to leave it after that, not too concerned about the inhibitor, but they will look for resets before that dragon. That's one thing to be noted. There's a team trying to contest this.
Yigao, he's on a flank of flanks right now as Wei finds him. It is going to be a level 11 Rise, kind of putting down some pretty decent damage here. He's going to try and turn it back just to get the stun off. Should be able to survive, I would say that, but with the Shock Blast, oh! There it is! A little bit of scorch damage right at the end, and that's going to be the jungler dead, which means you don't get this dragon, and that's a big win for JDG. And despite RNG coming out on top in so many of these plays, it does feel like JDG have got some answers.
Yeah, I mean, JDG just don't believe in gold deficits at this
point. The Realm Warp, it's good, and it's found Gala, and that's going to be a kill coming out, but the TP is here. Now Xiaohu looking for those resets, will miss the Everfrost as he trying to land the charm. He's looking for a good opportunity to make it work as Bin is dealing with Hope as he tried to make this one work. The Kanavi is almost dead, but he's on the backside. He smites to keep his health alive. This is such a scrappy fight as everyone's going, but when all things are lost, Hope shall remain as JDG has... We have seen multiple times now from RNG, one person getting isolated, moving around by themselves, not really respecting the fact that JDG could make things work. But now, as I say that, maybe a little bit of an overextension here. They're going to look for the charm. It goes right between the sticks. They get the knock-up on the Xiaohu, and Xiaohu is dead. They're going to take down the Rakan. It's a bit of a response, but Hope is shredding it right now towards how they could. And RNG just didn't give them the same juice.
I feel like, you know, I'm even going to say this is sometimes...
So we can get the immediate pullback, get the route down so there was no escape. Now, JDG, about 2,000 gold ahead once this tower...
managed to bring it back, just deliver in such a fantastic way, but they will secure that second dragon. They still have a minute 40 on that Baron in pocket. We can see RNG looking towards that top side, trying to get this tower before the waves become too much of an issue, and ultimately, because that tier 1 is still up in the bot lane, there's no way that RNG can really defend this anyway, so JDG will be looking to stack up a wave. and trying
the tower, the top of the tower in bot, but right now it's going to be JDG putting down a lot of hurt. They've still got a minute left in this Baron. They're going to basically take every single outer turret. As I say that, maybe they go for a little bit of an engage. Kind of difficult right now to try and stop this push. You got...
It's very difficult to force something for RNG. Gala does have the Chains of Corruption, so it's kind of just relying on, you know, moments like that, and Kanavi dodges it away. That's one less tool available.
There's one less tool available. Yagao putting down some decent damage onto Bin. His mid lane turret now under siege. Hope at a fantastic spike with the Jace should be able to burn down this tower. RNG, they are tickling down these missing down to half HP, but again, it's so difficult. The big issue you have with the Ahri is your damage is just not as significant later on in the game when there's resistance.
45 seconds till that dragon, right? And we just saw in that last fight, Gala ended up burning Flash. 369 in a bit of trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble here. They're going to flash in on top of him and try and catch him out. He is dead.
Execute damage with the smite. But this is where JDG's solid game could go out of control.
Here we go. TP coming in, but RNG are prepared. They know it's going to happen. They're going to immediately go in, so Yagao has to flash as soon as he arrives. But Gala's already dead. The Everfrost stops Xiaohu from moving as he gets his Spirit Rush to try and catch out Kanavi, who's a little bit isolated from the rest of the team. But it's still a 4v4. They're trying to burst down this Lee Sin. There are the feathers going flying, and Hope!
Significantly subdued here.
Yeah, they're going to be significantly subdued and a lot of poke damage. Xiaohu went down to about half HP. Baron down to about a third of its own. As we see now, there's the Realm Orb coming in. They're going to try and just kind of dissuade them. It's going to be on main, but he can't get in position in time. They are going to try and get themselves out, or maybe they look for the fight. JDG get the Baron. They are hunting. They need to be a little bit careful, though, but Yagao is so tanky. He's such a big, beefy man that you are just intimidated, and you have to walk away, because that will happen. Karma is popped, and there's nowhere for you to run right now, Xiaohu. You need to try and get out as quickly as you possibly can. JDG will turn back for the dragon. That's going to be their Infernal Soul point. And RNG are thoroughly on the road. You're not really set up to defend.
That's the problem. They don't have that engage. It's literally just run at them or hope you land a Chains of Corruption or a Charm, and they're just not able to do so. So JDG will continue that pressure. We have Yagao pushing in the bot lane, but has that Realm Orb if he needs to join. And right now, 369 in particular can just look for poke, right? The Shock Blast, look at that damage.
God damn it. This is the thing. Yes, you have the Varus. Yes, the Varus has decent poke, but...
Next. Some CC on to try and get that pick, but it's just not happening right now. And JDG going to try and keep applying that pressure.
Going to look for it in the top side. Baron has subsided, but they are still looking to try and take down this tier 3. See Yagao now pushing forward unafraid, just putting down so much work onto Bin. Bin can't trade this back right now. He's going to get taken out if he doesn't go stasis straight away. So that's his Zonya's all of a sudden taken off the board. They are going to use the Realm Orb, bring some minions towards this top side, and they're just stretching RNG, pulling them in different directions. RNG are struggling to keep it together.
Yeah, and there is some good poke coming down from Gala, but the ult comes in, but no charm connecting from Xiaohu, and now that's a big tool not available. JDG feels so confident.
They feel so confident. Wade does go golden to try and keep himself alive. He has to use his ultimate defensively, and we talked about how they don't really have engaged. Now we've even less engaged with the Volibear having to ult away as Gala loses half his health bar from one accelerated shock blast, and JDG, they may look for the end right now.
Yeah, I mean, they can just keep applying the pressure. People are having to reset from RNG. There's a super minion. They are pushing down. And this is, bear in mind, they just picked up a bunch of gold there as well. This is pre-reset. They're still doing so much. And missing again. Just dodging every charm that comes out. He's so confident on this pick.
Yeah, Xiaohu might be trying to maybe think of a name change right now with these. Oh, as I say that, though.
I think the commit is going to be onto this dragon. If they get the soul, it's going to be even harder for RNG. So they're fishing to try and contest this one.
Here we go. 4,000 HP onto the dragon. Wei has to go in with the ultimate. They're going to try and burst it out, and it's taken by the Varus. It only gives you a little bit of a respite, nothing more. Here we go. Kanavi gets the kickback, but maybe he gives his life. No, he had the GA, so he's totally fine with that one. And Hope is aggressive. Hope knows how powerful he is. He said, you bully me in the early game. Now it's my time to shine.
Double TP coming in. They're going straight for the end, and RNG, Gala's in trouble.
Gala is in a lot of trouble, but he's got a lot of damage. That's Kanavi dead. Now you're only got yourself 2 people to defend.
There's a Jace in your base.
There's a Jace in your base with a Rise as well. They both TP'd in. You have to try and get there somehow, some way. They will have Bin. They have got the 2 auto attackers. It's big damage here from RNG, but they've got a lot of minions to deal with.
Oh, Gala's looking for the poke here.
He's got a little bit of it, but it's going to be so difficult. They're going to be able to take down the Nexus turret number 2. There's a great charm coming out as well, and that's going to be...
Looking for options in the top lane. We talked about the Malphite obviously being someone who can stack a ton of armor. you know, a Sion can do that as well, right? The only real magic damage is going to be that LeBlanc, and obviously, typically not.
Escapes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kanavi knows what's up. He knows he's going to be able to do some alcove gaming. This is as well going. You see Bin going very aggressive, and this is not exactly what you want to be seeing here. They're just baiting him in, saying, "Look, we know that you think you're safe. You know that you think you can't get away." And there's just only so much Bin can do. First blood goes to JDG. That's just priority in the top side.
I mean, Kanavi has ult. This should be so easy for them.
Yep, there it is. They're going to land the Q as well. He's going to get the decimating smash down. They get the ignite, and the kill goes over to Kanavi. It's as easy as that.
Hope, still no flash.
Here we go. They're going to try and go for it. There's a TP on 369. They're going to try and use it straight away. They turn off the tower, and they've killed off Hope straight away. 369 is here, and Yagawa's Spirit rushing to the scene. We will see the Haymaker, but it's only to deny the inevitable as we now get more and more engages coming out. They will. JDG slowly but surely picking themselves up 1,000 gold lead, getting those neutral objectives. They're already starting to stack up those dragons. Missing something here. Where's the volley bear? I haven't seen him
either
in a while.
Gala's really trolling or something's amiss, and he does check, doesn't go too far forwards, but a lot of plates taken on the bot side already.
Ooh, 369. He's getting pretty well hammered down right now. Will lose about 2/3 of his HP as we see an engage coming in. They're trying to catch out Kanavi, who flashes away. Oh, that was beautiful from Gala. Follows him all the way. Missing is stuck, and Xiaohu, that was so clever from Xiaohu. He goes back to the distortion. And
they need to find those opportunities.
Hope. He's in a lot of trouble. They're going to turn off the tower and try and just jump in on top of him. He's already used his cleanse. He's got his flash, his Gale Force. Can he get himself away? He can.
Submission.
It's not about getting Gala ahead. It's about bullying bot lane. And if Gala gets ahead, that's fine.
That's great. You know, we'll take it. But yeah, game open, right? That is also where they fumbled in game one.
Exactly the point as well. Mid-game was a massive problem for RNG, and you're in a composition that cannot falter at that. If this goes late, the Sion, the Aphelios, they will just become too big to deal with.
Yeah, and they're looking for more opportunities.
Oh, no. Oh, Hope. He's going to have to try and use his Gale Force to get himself away. Missing, does not have flash. He's going to use the Solar Flare and the Moonlight Vigil used, so a bit of a Sun and Moon combination as we now get a full 5v4 coming out now. It's going to be JDG really making this one work, and RNG, we just talked about the mid-game. It goes completely wrong for them. They will gain the top lane tier 2, but that was just rough.
Yeah, so I just wanted to illustrate what RNG shouldn't do, and they helped me out by just showing it on screen. Don't do that. Trying to force an engage, they end up not being able to connect with Hope, and they just can't kill Missing quick enough. Now, Bin is doing so much in the chase. He's got that
369's used a lot of his mana, used a lot of his abilities as well, so now he's just going to kind of be run down here. He doesn't have his ultimate because he used it to get away. He's actually used an exhaust that he picked up from his Summoner Spellbook. Big old volley bear, and finally Bin has arrived in this series. As I say that, though, we got the two big tanky boys. JDG have wasted enough of their time to try and make this one a little bit harder, and they're going to turn it all the way around. They thought they had the kill. They thought they were able to kill the Sion, but it ends up being so bad. Good guy Minion tanks up the charm as Yagao still pushing forward. Will land the Everfrost. 2 kills traded. Yeah, exactly. The assist is probably closer to 1,000 to be perfectly honest, and if not more. And now we're going to have to look at the picture. And picture though, there's a little bit of a fight going on. We need to go back to live. Screw the replay. Thank you very much. As we're going to go straight back in, and we're going to see a full 5v5. Ming is dead, and now we're going to see them getting taken down even more. JDG in this mid game. I think it might just be gone. They might try and get some kills off the back end of it, but they're so tanky on the side of JDG. They're not really taking any damage whatsoever. Missing goes forward. They get the Baron. They will kill off the support as we can see them now maybe going in. Xiaohu tried to do something. That's the jungler. That is their jungler taking out your full damage Jace. We can now see Ming finding 369. You can see Wei. He's like, no, dude, you got to get out. I can't help you here. Can't even take the blast gun over the wall. That is going to be an unfortunate unstoppable onslaught. Will not land the feathers as we can see now 369 just jumping onto Ming. They're committing everything because guess what? He can't go anywhere. It's your resources that you use, but there's nothing of Gala, but he shall not be losing his ultimate just yet. We will see them putting down some decent pressure onto this mid lane, but look at the damage going to 369. It's negligible. They don't care right now. Kanavi with the flash kick lands it onto Bin, and that's going to be him dead in the water. Flash has to be used so the charm does not land. Yagao now pushing forward with Missing. Xiaohu's here, but Xiaohu doesn't really have the damage. Never mind, he does. He flashes in and finds Gala. 369 is still going to be able to take down this turret.
Realizing, no, he said 4.
But that is just such a difficult position now. You can see that maybe they're going to go for the Gala has to use his ultimate straight away. As the Solar Flare was going to be hit. There's the unstoppable onslaught. If we can see Ming has to use his ultimate. That's a great pullback though to stop anyone from joining 369. But he's so tanky. He's so big. That's a good shock blast onto Yagao. He takes about half his health away. And RNG, they survive to fight another day, but they've lost so much already.
Yeah, JDG, some of the health bars are low, but again, Kanavi has a ton of sustain, right? We have 369 with the Warmogs. They burned the ultimate from Gala and Ming. Those are big tools to not have coming into this dragon fight. That's all important for RNG.
You have to fight it. You cannot let this one go to the wayside, and Kanavi is absolutely huge. The dragon has spawned. We are going to see a reset from Yagao. He's coming back onto the map. So, RNG, you got to hope, you got to pray, you got to look to try and see if you can get something. If they can take out the big primary damage carries, they have a chance. But even then, you still have a massive Kanavi, a massive 369. Wei will get himself a little bit of healing and come back onto the map. Missing has finally joined. 5v5 and Dragon has started.
And looks, 369 is going to back off the heal. Kanavi can heal off the dragon as well.
Here we go. They're looking for Kanavi. He's taken down to about a third of his HP, but he should be fine. They're going to go in and try and take it! Wei gets the steal, and RNG survive to fight another day, or do they? JDG not happy to let this one just go. Bin gets himself over the wall with To the Skies, but look at the damage coming in the Moonlight Vigil. It's good. The GA has to be used by Kanavi as they try to look for the Xiaohu over the wall, looking to see if he can find something. It's scrappy. These health bars are low. It's going to be down to the carries of RNG. Bin is down. Can they take down 369? I don't think they can. He's just too damn big, and there's nothing they can do. Hope will eventually fall down. Gala is going to be chased out by Kanavi, and JDG are going to go 2-0 up in this series.
Once again, from a goal deficit in the early game, JDG answer back. Kanavi massive on this Lee Sin, and 369 feeling immortal on this Scion now. Respawns are coming in from RNG. Not sure they'll be able to close this out, but they're going to try.
Yeah, they're going to try and go for this. It's two tanks, it's a set and a volley bear. What are you going to do to try and defend this? Fun fact, you can't, spoiler, and they're just going to lose so much. They have a massive wave coming in as well in towards that top side.
JDG don't need to end now, right? Yes, they didn't get the soul, but
you have a Warmog Scion. If he wants to be on that dragon, he can. I will say there's a great ward right there for RNG on the Baron Pit. They know they're separated. They know they can go for something here, and they know that JDG maybe thought they had full control. They do not. Showstopper, not quite able to get the face breaker. That could have been the moment. Now we get the unstoppable onslaught coming in. The Gala is dead. Missing will be taken out on the backside by Bin, but can they make anything else happen? Yagao is just pushing forward with the Spirit Rush, knowing how big he is, knowing how powerful he can be. JDG will get 3, they'll only lose 1.
Yeah, and they don't even need to look towards the Baron, they can just try and push for the end here. We'll see what they have to do in this situation. Xiaohu is still alive, but clearing the wave is going to be difficult against 4 members.
369 can just tank, he doesn't care.
Bin went mid to clear the wave there. The super minions pushing in bot though, and this is the problem, right? Third inhibitor going down. JDG can just look to walk this one in.
Top side kings are JDG as 369, Kanavi and Yagao are just unstoppable right now. They are looking to try and make themselves a 2-0 start. Yagao gets out by the skin of his teeth, and Kanavi says to the side of RNG, Xiaohu is Emperor no more. They are pushing in. They are looking for it. They are going as hard as they possibly can. RNG still surviving though. RNG need to get these health bars down, but the zombie Scion is good. They're trying to get onto Kanavi. It's going to be on Gala. He's pushing in. They can't keep it alive. They can't take it yet. They will not be able to end. They should be able to clear out these minions, and RNG survive.
It's so close, so the respawning minions will help TP coming in. They're going to collapse on them.
They're going to collapse on them. They're going to say, hey boys, how's it going?
No.
There's nowhere for you to go, nowhere for you to hide. And RNG, they threw the Hail Mary, but they had absolutely no receivers in the end zone, and they just look like fools. Thanks for the leash, JDG. They should be able to end the game after this.
I mean, RNG held on, but, you know, there was still only just a pinky finger keeping them going, and that will finally fall down. JDG pick up the Baron. They're going to push in 3 waves of super minions plus the Baron. When you're 2 members down, basically impossible. JDG going to be able to secure that 2-0, and RNG crumbling.
If Bin and Xiaohu can survive this.
Nah, done. It's gone.
I know, but if they can, never mind. Okay, it's game over. Xiaohu's dead. Right, that's going to be it for the side of JDG going into game 2. That is a 2-0 start. And we're looking at RNG got a reverse sweep. Yeah. They got to do it. Otherwise, this is going to be a Zero.
It's going to be able to farm up fine into the cannon, but also the disengage, the peel, right? You basically sit on Gala on this Aphelios, and anyone who comes close, you dispatch them, you slot favors and so on. Now, Bin, this is...
Got explosive
you
cast.
know your team are playing towards the bot side. Don't go for a trade.
Here we go. They're going to get the flash slicing Maelstrom going in. The ignite goes down. Bin will be able to get himself away just about. Nice explosive cast to put him away from the turret, but now he's caught between a rock and a hard place. He will have the belly flop now in about 2 seconds. He needs to just try and survive. It's going to be difficult. He's going to try and maybe take out Kanavi. Kanavi's actually in a little bit of trouble because here comes the rest of his team. It's going to be Xiaohu coming in, maybe trying to get those resets with the Spirit Rush. Not quite able to get it. Yagao flashes forward the Rune Prison. RNG get the Dragon, and importantly, they survive.
And this is standard Xiaohu, right? When you see a play going on the bot side, you expect Xiaohu to join, but often they weren't too focused on it. You know, Gala could have just burned his Infernum ammo to make it happen.
Oh,
but
here we go. We're going to see the cleanse used. They're not going to try and get the pullback just yet. Gala trying to just run away. He will flash, and that's 2 summoners down on the side of RNG. But now here comes Wei, maybe looking to try and catch out the side of Hope as he tries to go forward. He does have flash, but he's not going to use it. And in catch out 369, who does not have flash, that could be huge.
Looking for it now. Bin just needs to land the cask.
Here we go. He's going to go for the belly bop. Doesn't quite land it just yet. They will get him in, but there is the slicing Maelstrom, and on top of the onslaught of shadows comes in, and they won't get the reset. It's a disaster in the top side. 2 kills to Kanavi. He was ready. And this side is pretty ridiculous. As we come in, there's the Moonlight Vigil. Going to be answered back by the feathers going flying, but Hope.
Yeah.
Oh, Hope. You will pick up another. Yeah, he got a plate, and that's what he wanted. They're going to try and donate this one over to Gala. They should be able to do it no problem at all, and that is a good response here from RNG.
This has been a team who lent so heavily towards it. It's interesting enough, we've seen in this playoff series as well, First Herald hasn't been as much of a priority. Obviously, they're down 0-2, so I can't really comment too much on that. But ultimately, so you see Bin potentially in trouble.
Though. This is very difficult for them to make it work, but Missing will go in with the Glacial Augment. They're going to try and get the Slicing Maelstrom down. It's just so much single target CC. There's not really...
Quite important now. RNG managed to get that Dragon on the bot side and are going to take this first tower all for Gala with no response from JDG. You know, the Herald is great, but the whole point of the Herald is you want to be getting that extra gold income. I'm shutting my point down because it's just so hard now. JDG will get some place on the bot side for Knavi and Yagao off the back of the Herald. They're not
side as well. They did give over that gold to Yagao. This will be a Rift Herald. Sadly not getting another push here for JDG, but they will get a lot of damage down on the Xiaohu. And a little bit of miscommunication there between the jungler and the support. Now Missing forced to flash away. The Heartbreaker misses. Can they get any more resets? They are trying to chase down this JDG jungler, and they will be able to get him. JDG for the first...
You know, with the flash coming out from Missing, they don't get that much from it.
Look at the picture-in-picture. We are going to see Missing getting caught out again. He's probably going to go down. He has no flash because we just see it on the replay. That's just a straight-up mistake.
Yeah. You'll end up there after this play.
Yeah, Bin. This isn't a good spot for you. He hasn't even got tank stats. Like, he couldn't even survive for long enough. He's got a lost chapter, and as I say that, we're going to see the mid lane. Gala feeling confident as he pushes forward. Missing as well. A little bit of trouble. There's the Realm Warp. Going to lead to nothing, though, as they try to get him away. Now the TP coming in. You still have the Slicing Maelstrom coming in. Solar Flare is perfect onto Gala. There's the hostile takeover, but it's not enough to save this fight. As I say that, Missing goes in on the Xenoblade into the stasis, and they will get the resets there for Wei. Now, do you land any more charms, any more CC? The Onslaught of Shadows comes out. It's a 3v3 in the mid lane, but you don't want this fight, JDG. You can't get the resets off, and there's going to be so much more now. He's some kind of positive right now, so he's going to be able to try and help out Wei, but this is still RNG despite the huge amount of pressure being put into that top side.
They aren't really finding a flank angle. It's going to come down to the smite.
Here we go. Both junglers are there. It's a smite fight, but it's not even taken by the junglers. It's secured by the Aphelios. They try to get 369. He didn't get the positioning right. The Moonlight Vigil goes off. We built it up. Nothing happened but soul to RNG.
He tried to realm over and over, and he botched it. He didn't even get it with the water. I mean, I feel like it was probably a bit late, right? RNG will be backing away. But regardless, they end up getting the Dragon. They are going to go for a reset here, and they are losing out. This Herald is going to push in bot tier 2, and I think because of the resets, they might just look for mid tier 1 as well. This is a lot of damage being done. Sure, RNG gets soul. I'm not going to say it wasn't worth it, but they are losing a lot in return.
Yes, they absolutely are, and We are going to see them now stop just shy of the inhibitor, so they will not be able to get that. But there's a charm down onto Missing. Gets himself about a third of his HP taken out by Xiaohu, who has got a bit more of a defensive build. Like we mentioned, he has the Banshees to keep himself safe. Now in mid lane, RNG are maybe fishing, looking for something. Kanavi, though, in a little bit of trouble, has been caught out and taken out. Now they can reset. Now they can keep pushing forward and look to try and make this one work. The heal onto Missing is good to keep him alive for now. The flash has been buffered by this Hope, but there's going to be a flank there from 369. He will not get anything else, and all of a sudden now RNG, they can run towards the Baron.
Yeah, jungler down, they can head towards it. They did use a lot of tools, but they still have the hostile
Oh,
takeover.
369! They catch him out, and they're going to be able to push him back. He will be taken out and taken away from this fight.
RNG, after a disastrous game 1 and 2, they realize they're able to take this one in the mid game using these reset tools from the Viego, from the RE, using these picks so effectively.
And RNG now finally in this game have themselves a gold lead. It's probably going to be taken away now.
All they had to do was lose early. That's
lose early, but not by a lot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But it is a dead even game in terms of
engage from Bin, just given no opportunity. And also, I love the cast. Cast him away from his team, but not into his team with the cannon.
Oh, they found another pick right here, and Kanavi gets caught. RNG are doing what JDG did to them in game 1. As we can see, they catch him as well. They're not able to get the minions up in time, but that's a teleport down. That summoner's not available. RNG are running with this.
And that's so big. The teleport for Kennen is one of the best tools for JDG, and it is now unavailable.
Here we go.
They're going to push up with that Baron. Bear in mind, Wei now has Stopwatch and a Death Dance as well as his Divine Sundra, so he is so hard to take out, and I feel like JDG are just behind the curve. They really cannot cut through RNG, and they win so well in those extended fights.
They're just taking everything, top lane, mid lane. They're going for all these turrets because they know, again, we talked about it in pick and ban. You are such a very short range composition. It is hard for you to get up on top of these minions. Mid lane tier 2 goes down. They can now rotate back up and try and use it. They still have Baron for a minute and a half.
Yeah, they're getting so much off the back of this.
Oh, Moonlight Vigil. Not quite able to get enough
Just
damage.
gonna poke them out, that's enough.
Yeah, and then look at Wei. Wei's 1v2 right now. They're going to push forward onto Missing, who does not get hit by anything. Eventually gets hit by the Everfrost, will not go down. We will see the cleanse used by Gala and the flash. He might have gone a little bit too far here. There's the Hawktail takeover. They need to take out the turret before they can really disengage. That was
a get control of this Dragon Ares. Remember, it's a minute 40 until Elder.
Oh, Missing. He's going to take a lot of damage here. He can't move. He can't go anywhere. He doesn't have flash, and he is dead. Now you do not have your support, your main warding position. In a minute and a half, the Elder responded. You can't walk in here. Exactly. This is not your jungle.
Like, the Leona's going to be back up, but without being able to contest the vision, you're put into such a rough spot. They'll use the last of the Baron and try and push in on this tier 2 in the bot lane, and should actually just be able to get this. Honestly, there's going to be more gold in pocket. You can see a reset come out from Gala and Ming here just to buy as much as possible. 3 items for combo to go in.
Here we go. Xiaohu now in the back of this. Missing has to flash away. He's lost it. There's the Realm Warp coming in, but they know it's coming. They know it's telegraphed, and they're going to jump straight on top of him. The exhaust comes down a little bit too late. Xiaohu has to run away. There's the hostile takeover, though, and stops all the momentum. That was huge. He will be able to try and trade this one back, though, as they get the resets, and Wei is running away with this fight. I will say, though, Hope does a hell of a lot of damage, but not as much as this Viego. This game is all but done. The Heartbreaker over the side stops Yagao from getting anything more, and that's a 5 for 2 and Elder Drake.
And honestly, it was a good attempt from JDG, right? They got the Realm Walk flank on, they found that angle, and you saw how much damage it did, but you're down in gold. You're playing up against RNG's composition, which deals so well with engaged threats, and they're able to turn around. Scrappy, sure, but at the end of the day, they're going to secure that Elder Dragon, and things are looking dire for JDG.
They're going to even wait until everybody spawns, because guess what? Elder Drake, you probably want it on your damage carries. You probably want it on Xiaohu and Gala. They know they can do this. They can just wait around. Even Ming saying, look, I'll stay here with you, buddy. Don't worry, I'll hold your hand. And they are going to be able to take this one now, and this is a huge moment there. I feel like that was it for JDG. I think they had to get it there because JDG now against an Elder, against a Baron. There's so many buffs here. A bit of a missmite there from Viego, but
RNG so far, but now the big mid lane push comes in. We'll see if JDG can mitigate this.
There we go. You got a minute left in this Elder. There's going to be the...
oh my... Where'd he go?
Where did he go? Excuse me? And look at Gala now, just free hitting, running rampant. Bin finally becomes relevant in this game, and the game's done.
Yeah, never mind. You know, I'm talking about just you need a mitigate. Gala just walks forward and one hit JD carry, and the game is done. RNG looking to start off a potential reverse sweep with a very convincing win to put it at 2-1.
2-1 to RNG. Sorry, RNG to JDG. RNG bouncing back.
From RNG, and he is obviously short range. He can go to the Thaldi build to extend that and be a bit more bursty. By the way, 369 will take that, and this is a comfortable work.
Now Xiaohu might be in a little bit of trouble.
Mixing's just so confident.
Yeah, I mean, he can be. Nautilus is one of the best early games in the entire League of Legends. He's going to see Ming flashing away. He can't run from Destiny. First blood to JD.
Because he has the ult as well to get away. And I think this is just why it's going to be a slow early game.
Oh,
right?
here we go. They're going to jump straight in on top of him. He's going to be 100-0'd Ming with the redemption.
And I love the play coming out from Ming. Flashes up for Hope now. That whole... Oh.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay, we're good, yeah. So his flash was down for the whole early game. Find the engage opportunity just before it comes up.
We're gonna. This is a bit of a pinch, though. I don't think you want to be here, JDG. They're going to try and go for this one here, but Missing is already dead, and now you're going to get reset. Wei lands it over the wall, even gets the passive down. He can't get out, though, because he's already only level 5. Just about hits him, but that's going to be Hope losing his This is the RNG. Boat support's only level 5, though. You got to be careful. Here we go. Full 5v5. They're going to land the hook. The charm comes in as well. They're going to get themselves, but Hope is a little bit trouble here. Xiaohu tries to get on top of him. We'll have to go back to his distortion. Here comes the Heartbreakers, and the resets are all coming in. This is the RNG that want to fight over Herald. This is the RNG that feel comfortable. Flash, belly bop, and Yagao has nowhere to go. Gala picks that one up.
369's already walking, but he's going to be able to come in if they need, and Xiaohu posing a lot of threat here.
Yeah, if they group up, it's going to be a lot closer than they think. Here we go. They're going to try and get on top of everybody. Is Missing has to go golden, doesn't land the dredge line. Ming is just tanking up everything in eternity, but Viego is the first to fall. Finally, to take out the Nautilus. Yagao's got himself some resets, but it's a 1-for-1, and RNG still get the dragon, so you still think a net win for RNG.
A bit botched, though, I'm going to say, from Wei. He got the dragon great, but he ulted, I believe, before the stasis had worn out. Now, big pick.
That was huge there, but can they take him out? 369, not quite falling, never mind. Bin gives him a drink, and it knocks him under the table. Really going to want to try and trade his life as I say that. Heartbreaker comes out, the charm's going to land as well, and Wei, you're dead, buddy. I'm sorry, that was greedy, and that was unnecessary. Hope picks up that kill.
And RNG looking to respond.
Yeah, well, Bin does not have a TP, so he pushed out that top side. Now is going to try and push in here. We will see the dredge line land as they try and get a bit of single target CC down. They are going to get the knock up on the trees onto Gala as 369 tries to take him out. He will have to be using his ult and his heal. We are going to push back in. Yagao trying to get something going. The Everfrost, the charm. They landed onto Bin. He flashes, but it's all a little bit too late. And there's a fantastic hook from Missing right into the face of very powerful.
Yeah, they're looking for more in this situation. They're trying to get this tier 1. It's so low in the mid lane. And ultimately, JDG just a great pick coming out. One of the strengths of the comp, having the RE, being able to dive forward and look for the charms. They get the mid lane tier 1. They're going to get this dragon as well and deny the soul stacking from RNG. They're going to end up with themselves in a goal lead. And this is Felios for Hope. 3-1 and 2 now.
Yagao is trying to take a reset. He should be able to get it off now. As I say that, he might be in a little bit of trouble. Yes, he is. There's the Spirit Rush coming out. They're tanking up. He's going to flash away. The Everfrost just keep him down. Ming is just tanking everything up. 4 days. They're going to bring in the TP, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. It will not. And now they've got the charm available here as the Viego's going to come back in. They're going to Heartbreaker back on top of him, and he's going to be taken down. You feel like the Mama Maurice is doing work, and he's keeping himself alive, but for how long? Not long enough. And now we're going to see Gala having to go into his ultimate to keep himself alive, but 2 quick kills on the top side for RNG. They drop the Rift Herald as well. They might get a tier 2.
Yeah, really solid play from them, right? They find an angle of the map where essentially Yagao is just playing wave clear, just wanted to reset, and critically, because of the Xayah in the mid lane being such a safe pick.
Come back in now, and that's going to be Ludens here for the LeBlanc, and almost going up towards that, Void Staff. Not sure it's quite trying to just fish for something here. Both teams 5v5 in this mid lane. Dragon spawning in 20 seconds. There's the Banshees that we were just talking about as Bin and Xiaohu push themselves forward. Gala almost dead right there. Has to use his ultimate as the charm comes in on top of Ming, who does get the knockback down as Missing tries to just keep something going for his team. He knocks back Yagao. He's doing as much as he can to disengage. Gala picks up the honey fruit and keeps himself alive as Yagao gets a reset on the Spirit Rush. Now, 4v5, but a lot has been used from the side of JDG. Will they see another engage? Bin looking to try and maybe make something work. They're trying to go on top of it. Xiaohu's going to try and find Yagao, but he won't be able to get it, and Bin goes down. There's nothing he can do. RNG will have to forfeit this unless Wei goes for a miracle steal.
Might try, but I think you have to back away, right? Because you can ult and flash back in, but you'll 100% get chased down. And if you die, Jace, but instead of his shock blast is on like a 90-second cooldown.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's ideal.
Well, Moonlight Vigil does get popped out. Gala takes a lot of damage. Kind of comes in. Yagao hasn't been spotted just yet. Xiaohu might be in a lot of trouble, but oh, nicely done there. He had a spidey sense that something was up. Baron at that, baby. That's a great explosive cast there from Bin to completely separate JDG, and now Kanavi needs to try and keep his missing support a little bit more safer as Xiaohu gets himself on the backside. They pop them out by Mortis, and 369 is dead. Look at Gala. He's free hitting with the feathers, and 3 kills out of nowhere. Resets for Wei, and RNG are back in the game.
RNG get a huge fight. Perfect setup. The Grag is just body slamming on repeat, and Wei finally gets those resets we're looking for. JDG make a fumble. They head into the Baron pit, and it sets up RNG to answer back resets in the fight.
What a fight there, and oh dear, Kanavi, he gets hit by the explosive cast. He's going to try and dash himself away, but the belly slams are just smacking him in the face constantly, and now they can call into 369. They're going to get the TP out of Yagao, but that's another resource now that JDG don't do, and RNG, they're picking up the pace. They're going through the gears.
And this Gragas is doing so much work. The body slam is on such a short cooldown, right? The CDR in pocket for Bin just means he can keep checking and challenging this Xin Zhao. Kanavi ends up going down. And the team is continuing to apply that pressure. The wave clear's there, thanks to the Graves, but more minions are coming in.
Again, you just can't defend against this. Oh my god, Yagao almost got taken out there by a QW.
That healing will just make it so much harder to cut through.
Oh, 369. 369! He's rolling a 3. He's a 3. He's a 3 in this one. He ain't looking so fine. And now we can see Ming just pushing forward unafraid. And they still have 30 seconds left on this Baron. It doesn't sound like a long time, but when you haven't got a Graves, you can take everything.
And I think JDG were caught off guard. They were like, okay, they reset. They either go up towards top side and play for those waves, or they go for Dragon. No, RNG just beeline straight mid and look for the engage and catch JDG off guard. They might look to just push this one in. They don't have a minion wave to tank it, right? The cannon won't get in range, but they want to keep applying that pressure. One misstep could be a mid. Oh.
Missing, goes in, does land a hook, but the feathers get drawn back, and that's the big misstep. You force a mistake, and they get onto the backside. Hope has nothing left. He has to reset onto himself, but he can't get back onto the fountain quick enough. The ignite is good, and this is going to be game 4 going over to RNG. We get Silver Scrapes for the second day in a row as this series is tied up 2-2.
Absolute banger game coming out from RNG. It was so close, such a back and forth, but RNG 2 games deep to the
in the jungle, and of course in the support pick. But now RNG locking in the Galio. We talked about it. I love to see Xiaohu on a global ultimate.
Yeah, and it works here because it's one of those picks that you can play. But now Kanavi, he's found Wei.
Yeah, and Wei's used a little bit of his damage already, so we're going to see now Sky Splitter comes down. I don't know if the Trundle really wants to fight this one just yet. The Aurelia's coming in. They may look to try and go for a 2v2. The mid laners are also roaming up as well. We're going to see Wei now with the Predator coming in from Xiaohu on the bot side, though there was a fight already, and now they're going to jump in. This is terrible for the side of JDG. They've already lost one on the bot side, but they traded it back. We're going to go back into the top side as they're just going in toe-to-toe. They are going to try and use the bushes. The little bit of vision comes in, and now
has no mana.
Has no mana, has no flash, and nowhere to go. It ends up being a priority towards this top side, and RNG committing to say, look, we don't need to do anything else. He's got no flash. There's a Predator coming in. You're dead, son. They're going to get the taunt down as well. Not going to give it over to Bin, but they don't need to because they're crashing.
There's a problem at level 6 because now Xiaohu has his ultimate. Wei's going to have it soon. I'm going to hold that Thor.
Oh, they got the Galio ultimate coming in as well. There's no flash here for Kanavi, and he's just dead. This is Xiaohu. He's forced to flash away. You do have the Deadly Flourish moving, the Flawless Duet missing out on the top side as the Herald now down to about 1700. One more auto attack would do it. There we go. The Vanguard's Edge comes in. They've already killed off the Trundle. Now they can start to move back on top of Yagao and Hope, but they've got some feathers. They've got some damage as we get the Bear coming back in. They kill off the Aurelia, but at what cost? Because you cannot Realm Warp out of here. You have to flash away 369. Another free objective for RNG.
And critically, if Kanavi shows top, but they don't kill Bin, that is an instant signal to RNG, we can Herald.
But that's an Aurelia. You got to be careful. They're going to go into the mid lane. It's going to be Ming going in with the Solar Flare. Absolutely pinpoint accuracy. Single target CC for days, and that is a dead Yagao.
Yeah, and really, we could see a situation like this where one team finds the sort of play they want to, they will snowball ahead. And actually,
you should be able to do it. He almost gets all of them by himself. That's honestly incredibly impressive there. Red, white, those chakrams do sorry and just facilitating the rest of his side lanes. That is what we expect from RNG. And for JDG, you need a moment of magic. You need someone.
So JDG do a great job of was they had side lane pressure and they would lean that into mid lane to find a play.
Well, we're going to see both ultimates used by the supports to get a TP coming off the backside. It's going to be 369 coming in here as Ming goes golden to try and keep himself alive in stasis. Now, here comes the Aurelia. There's one kill going off. You trade support for support, and the Vanguard's edge is going to be used. There's going to be nice setters being drawn back as Wayne now has to jump out with his ultimate. This is going back in JDG's favor, and we talked about this. We talked about how they're able to make this one work. RNG running. There's a big flank coming in from Bin as he tries to get himself behind the backside. If he can get a Vanguard's edge onto multiple members, it could be huge. The poke is being mitigated as they get the Moonlight Vigil coming in. Kanavi going to try and steal this one straight away. They're a bit separated here on the side of RNG. It will be secured, and now Kanavi's left up a creek without a paddle, and now with the Solar Flare coming down, they will catch out Bin and trade it back, but there's only so much you can do. Xayah will fall, and they're trying to turn this one all the way back in their favor. RNG with a triple kill for Gala, end up getting the Dragon.
It just means Gala can walk up and dispatch everyone.
Absolutely clinical there from RNG to get the Dragon in the 50-50. Kanavi's then separated, and now they get the Baron. They're going to be able to put
their CC chain and allowing their AD carry to flourish. And now, as you said, Baron in pocket. They're playing through mid and bot. Yes, we see you guy on the top lane. They don't care.
My God.
Yeah, they are forcing forwards. They are sacrificing top lane just to get things done with this Baron. And think about it, right? We actually see 369 in the jungle. He can't answer Bin right now.
No, he can't. He can't go near him. That's a Gore Drinker, Blade of the Ruined King. Yes, you get a tower on the top side, but now Xiaohu with the Predator trying to see if he can keep his solo laner alive. This is just such good pressure right now.
Yeah, they have to move Kanavi down to answer bot lane. The cannon minion's still hammering it, but that means mid lane is now vulnerable. Cleanse just
he's dead!
He's gone!
He's gone! He was left alone for half a second, and he got caught out by the side of RNG. They still have Baron for a minute 30. This honestly could be so much loss.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, JDG, just sack mid. You're not going to be able to defend it. Go and try and help with bot. But even then, bot lane tier 2 is gone.
They can end the game here. If they get the wave from bot side, they can 100% end this game. Look at this. They're going to go for the mid lane inhibitor. They're going to rotate down. Yes, you're getting a top lane tier 2, but who cares? You're losing everything here, JDG. RNG are just smacking them down, and we're going to see a fight coming in. This could be the final moment for JDG if they're not able to win it. Double tower turned off as Trundle will fall. The Jace is next, and everything's falling apart. A second reverse sweep is looking likely. The Nexus turrets are the only thing between RNG and a 3-2 scoreline. They are going to do it, for theirs is the power, and this is their kingdom. RNG, the Spring Emperors, yet to be defeated.